Hello and welcome back. Today our mission is to find out what surds are. And math and in generally a lot of science and even in arts and stuff, you have a lot of things that are pretty simple, but people give them weird and hard names. So that actually kind of scares a lot of people out. So surds is just like one of those things. It's just a uh, it's like an expression. It's any number that can't actually be written in exact quantities. For example, we have pi under root 2, under root 3, under root 5. Pi is like 3.14 something, 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 and it goes on forever, okay? It doesn't end. So all of these quantities can actually be expressed, like I can express 3.142 something something something, all of that in just two words, pi. So that is what's called a pi. But um, in actual numeric quantities you can actually write it down. Similarly, under root 2 is just are just like under root, it's just an under root symbol and a 2. But the exact quantity, the actual number, is not actually how should I put it? It's not writable because it's really long. So all of these numbers that can now under root 2 is not actually a number. Okay, it's something that you solve in order to get the number. Now all of these quantities, similar stuff which are like this and that can be expressed in some kind of way that we have expressed pi as pi, or that symbol pi. Now those quantities are called surds, okay? And that's all there is to it. Now let's take the example of pi. Now you can either write pi as pi or you can have the pi symbol, okay? And the calculator for the symbol pi says that the answer is 3.141592654, and in fact the calculator just gave me this number, but in fact it keeps on going because the calculator rounds off. It has a certain amount of significant figures to which it counts up to, and after that it just doesn't do anything else. So in fact the calculator gave me a small number, but this actually isn't exactly equal to pi. This is approximately equal to pi. You have to remember that, okay? So now, this continues on. And yes, this is not an exact value. Now let's take the example of square root of 2. Now square root of 2 is not an actual number. It is an equation. It is something that you have to solve in order to get to the real number. Now the calculator gave me this number for under root 2, and this in fact continues on and on. Same thing with square root of 3. Square root of 3 also, this is the number that it gave me, the calculator, but this continues on and on, okay? Now square root of 4. Square root of 4, the calculator gave me 2. It gave me the answer 2. Now 2 is actually an exact value. It doesn't continue on forever and ever, okay? So this is not a surd. This is not a surd. This is an exact quantity, and square root of 4 is an expression that I solved in order to get to the exact quantity, okay? So that is the difference. Under root 7, the exact quantity, okay, I made a small mistake. This is not the exact quantity. It is approximately the exact quantity, okay? But it continues on and on, so that is why it's called a surd. And that is all for this video. I really hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.